was like, what the heck? And literally, once I picked up these pieces of Moldavite, that's when it happened. Hey loves, what's poppin'? It is your girl Ari. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are returning, welcome back, my love. As always, I thank all of y'all for tuning in with me. For today's video, guys, we're going to be discussing Moldavite, its properties, why did I decide to bring it into my life, all of that good stuff. Stay tuned, and I got you. Moldavite is a tektite that was formed when a meteor hit Earth about 15 million years ago. Some properties of Moldavite include, but are not limited to, tying up loose ends when it comes to your emotions. This is what this tektite is really good for. It's good for accelerating personal and spiritual growth, hardcore healing. It definitely helps bring things to the surface that maybe were pushed to the back seat, that need to be focused on and dealt with. So those are just a few that I can name off the top of my head. I know I set some personal intentions for this tektite, and I definitely recommend that if you decide to bring it into your life, that you do the same thing. It brings its own heat, it brings its own energy, but you still hold the power to command this tektite to do what you would like it to do. Whenever I decided to bring Moldavite into my life, it came out of nowhere. I almost questioned it because I was like, okay, it was just so subtle. Before the trip to Colorado, if you haven't went to go look at that vlog, do that after this video. It was on my YouTube feed and I was scrolling, and one of the ladies that I'm subscribed to had posted a video about Moldavite. And it was like, Moldavite, how it changed my life. She had this really like eye-catching thumbnail, yet I didn't watch it. I was just like, oh, okay, Moldavite, like it caught my eye, but I just kind of went about my day. So fast forward, I think I probably seen another video on Moldavite, and I don't think I watched it, or I probably watched a little bit of it, but I didn't look too much into it. I was like, oh, this is a crystal. I didn't do much research, anything of that nature. So then once we went on the trip to Colorado, we went into a few metaphysical stores, which were absolutely awesome. And I was getting Moldavite and hematite confused. So I was like, okay, like I asked the associate, I was like, hey, okay, there's this like really popular crystal. I didn't know it was a tektite at the time. I was like, hey, yeah, there's this really popular crystal. I think it's black, and they say it like holds a lot of power, it can like change your life. And she just briefly explained to me, she was like, oh no, I think you're talking about Moldavite, and it's a deep green. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't ask her if she had any in shop. She didn't ask me if I wanted to see any. So I was just like, okay, whatever. I was honestly like distracted by everything else. I had picked me up like a rose quartz, and I was just like a kid in the candy store, honestly. Went back home, and then that's whenever it really started to come to me. And I was still on YouTube. I even think I was on YouTube whenever I was out in Colorado, and guys, there's like little fairy bugs around me. More and more of these Moldavite videos was popping up, more and more, and I was like, oh shit, like I think it's time. So I started just watching videos and just clarifying just that inner knowing that like, okay, it may be time to bring this material into your life. And like I was right. I did more research on it. I only did research honestly for a day before I made my purchase. And after I made my purchase, I was like, oh snap, I don't think I was ready for this. Like I started to get really nervous and a little scared, because I'm like watching more videos and hearing other people's experiences. And I was like, I don't know if I'm really ready for this. But it got to a point to where I was being stopped from watching other people's experiences. Like it was like technical difficulties that was going on to where I just couldn't watch these videos anymore, at least videos that are like dealing with like other people's experiences. So I was like, okay, cool, like it is what it is. So I just started just doing more research on it. I was looking at like Pinterest, and they were like letting us know like the properties of it and all of that good stuff. So I was like, okay, cool, bet. So I basically just placed the order. I got my Moldavite off of Etsy. I'll leave the shops in the description box. I actually got two, and it was unintentional, but I had conversed with my mother, and she actually wanted one too, so it kind of worked out well. Yeah, so after that, yeah, I just made the purchase and I felt a sigh of relief, but once again, my fear and nervousness, anxiety kind of start popping back up, and I was like, I don't think I'm really ready. Like, I don't think this is for me. I don't know what's going to happen. And I was just really just in a low vibrational state. So in that time, I was in fear. I snapped out of it and I was like, okay, it's on the way. Like, it's nothing you can do. It's in transit. Like, you only got a few more days. It literally came in like 3 or 4 days. I was like, you either can let this come into your life and ruin it per se, or you can prepare for it, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So I started writing down my intentions. I even wrote a letter to MOLDAVITE about what I want it to bring to the surface for me, what I want to heal. Yeah, so fast forward, I got it in the mail. I got both of them and I bonded with one more than the other. And I was like, okay, this is it. And I felt this sensation in my calves. I've never felt anything like this before. It was almost like a numbing, like tingly feeling. And it wasn't like painful, it was just really uncomfortable. And I was having a hard time walking. And I was like, what the heck? And literally, once I picked up these pieces of MOLDAVITE, that's when it happened. And I'm extremely sensitive to energy. And I was kind of almost expecting it, but I wasn't expecting it to come the way that it did in my calves. Like, I would have thought I just would have felt like a swarm of energy, things of that nature, but in my calves, like, I was like, yo. And I was having a little bit of a hard time walking, but I was able to just kind of sit down and rest. And All Star was being patient with me, so I was like, cool. But yeah, so that was like the initial feeling. After that, since then, it's just been a lot of reflection. I feel like up until this point, I really have been purging a lot and healing a lot. But I wanted to bring MOLDAVITE into my life to really solidify where I am right now in my journey and excel me forward, to tie up the loose ends, to leave what I need to leave behind, and just to get on this journey, because I feel this higher calling, this inner knowing that there's more to me, there's more to life, and I want to experience it. And that was another reason why I wanted to bring MOLDAVITE in my life, because I want to experience the best in life, and I'm tired of holding myself back, because that's what it's been. It's been my fear, it's been my anxiety, it's been my procrastination, it's been my bad time management skills. Like, that's one thing that came to me. I think it was literally like the day after I brought MOLDAVITE into my life, and I was laying in bed. I don't know if I was on social media or what, but I was like, my time management skills are ass. Like, how do I expect to make any type of step forward if this is what I'm doing all day? Like, you have a lot of time. I'm waking up like at 7 o'clock in the rising, and All Star's up for like a few hours and he naps. So it's like, okay, in that time he's napping, what am I doing? Laying in bed trying to nap with him? Like, no. Use this time that you have to really make your vision a reality. And that's really what has been coming to me lately. It's just like, you got to make these things happen. It's not just going to happen for you. And although MOLDAVITE holds that support of, the support system for you, and for me, it's supporting me, it's like, it's not going to do the work for me. So it's going to bring up everything that I need to figure out and heal. And then from there, I can take the steps that I need to take and move forward. So it's been a few other epiphanies as well. Like, certain people have been popping up in my head, even like my pops. Like, I'm like, okay, I want to strengthen our relationship, and I'm actually going to counseling, and we're kind of working on that. So it's like everything is kind of aligning the way that it's supposed to be. And I just know that I just have to stay ready so I don't have to get ready. And I've been also getting back to my childlike self. I've always been happy as a child. I've always been friendly as a child. I could talk to anybody. I get that from my grandma. Like, that's me. I love people, and when we grow up, we go through certain situations, and sometimes that dims our light. And for me right now, I'm coming back into that, like, I am the light, and I see that, and I'm embracing it. I'm waking up every day and I'm falling more in love with myself. Even the days that I do slack off, I'm proud of myself for my self-awareness, and I feel like this MOLDAVITE is really supporting me with this and really just being like, I see you, you know? Sometimes I feel like I don't really belong here, and MOLDAVITE gives me that outer space cosmic connection. I can hold it or look at it and I just feel at peace. I feel at home. I feel welcomed, and I love that. If you do more research, you'll see that different MOLDAVITEs make different sounds. And I have a MOLDAVITE, I think they call it like an angel sound or something, but it kind of makes like a glass-like sound, and it brings me so much joy. I love it. And yeah, like, I just had a moment there. But overall, guys, this is what it's been so far. And I just want to say, if you feel like that you are ready to bring MOLDAVITE into your life, do your research first and foremost, but listen to your intuition as well. On top of that, like, if you're ready, then you're ready. You got to trust that, believe in that. I don't know what's going to happen next, guys. I don't know. I don't know what's coming next, but I know it's going to be great because I'm finally believing in myself, and I'm trusting in myself, and I'm trusting in my path, and that feels so good because I've never really felt that way before. All right, love. So my video just cut out because my alarm went off, but I really hope that you gained some insight from this video, and I am really excited to take you guys along with me on this journey. I love taking people along on my journey. But I don't want you guys to be scared if you do decide to bring it into your life, because even the videos that I was watching, I was getting scared. I was like, yo, what the heck? But everybody's journey is different. You just got to trust that even if you do go through some hard times, it's going to lead you to the next step regardless. Like, you're good. So you just have to trust in that. But yeah, so that is it for this video. Once again, thank y'all so much for tuning in with me today, y'all. Thank y'all. And I'll catch y'all in my next video. Peace.